And we're back with some more Arizona Coyotes franchise mode in FHM 10. And the last one, we went through year number 8, where we went 55 at 19 and 8. That is the best regular season in Arizona Coyotes history. So let's see if we could follow that up with the Stanley Cup as we start out the year 8 playoffs against the Seattle Kraken, who are 44, 33, and 5 on the regular season. Let's get into it. Sim game. Game number 1 is a 7-2 Seattle victory. Oof. That's rough. Shots of 32-19 in favor of Seattle. 3 stars of the game, Kovalchuk, Sawatsky, and Vic. As first period, Hudson Kovalchuk gets the goal for Seattle to get them up 1-0. But Jagger focused on the power play later in the period from Stenberg and Veilleux, makes it 1-1. That second period, Seattle really takes over. Cole Temple with the goal to make it 2-1. Daxon Rudolph from Nicholas Christensen and Dryden Allen make it 2-2. But then Bradley Nadeau, Jackson Jacobson, and Yaroslav Kalina with the goals to make it 5-2. And then in the third period, you have Hudson Kovalchuk again, and then Berkeley Catton to make it the 7-2 Seattle victory. And the good news is that Rhett Sather is back, so he will be available for game number 2. So here you go. Game 2 against Seattle will be a 4-1 Arizona victory. That's what you like to see. Shots of 30-26 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Fedorov, Furcus, and Kuzma. First period, they actually scored first. Artem Dalin with the goal to get them up 1-0. But in the second period, you have Fedorov from Rudolph to make it 1-1, and then Veilleux from Scuderi and McQueen to make it 2-1. Third period, you have Kuzma from Fedorov and Sather, and then Manka on the power play from Furcus to make it a 4-1 victory. Game number 3 time, we have a 2-0 Seattle victory, so we are shut out in game number 3. Shots of 41-25 in favor of your Arizona Coyotes, and yet we get no goals. 3 stars of the game, Altola, who's the Seattle goaltender with the shutout, Fedorov and Hayer. First period, you have Chernik with the goal for Seattle, puts them up 1-0. Nothing in the second period. Then Jackson Jacobson on the power play and the empty netter for the 2-0 Seattle victory. And we are down 2-1 in the series currently. Come on, Arizona. Get it done here in game number 4. If they win here, it's not looking good. Sim game. All right. 4-3 win for your Arizona Coyotes. Shots at 37-23 in favor of your Arizona Coyotes. 3 stars of the game, Kuzma, Nadeau, and Fedorov. First period, you have Berkeley Catton opening up the scoring for Seattle to make it 1-0, but then Cameron Kuzma from Fedorov and Sather to make it 1-1. Towns Kozitsky for Seattle makes it 2-1 heading into the second period where there's no scoring. And then in the third period, you have Cameron Kuzma with another goal from Sather and Stenberg to make it 2-2. Daxon Rudolph makes it 3-2 from Callum Ritchie, and then Nicholas Eriksson from Callum Ritchie makes it 4-2. Sadio Kuner in the final minute of the game for Seattle makes it 4-3, but it was too little too late for Seattle. We are now tied at 2 in the series. All right, here we go. Game number 5, big game number 5. That'll be a 4-1 Arizona victory. That is what you like to see. Shots of 41-21 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Salminen, Stenberg, and Kuzma. First period, you have Salminen with the goal to get things started from Stenberg and Christensen to make it 1-0. Then you have Eriksson from Callum Ritchie and Kuzma to make it 2-0. Furcus on the power play from Salminen and Stenberg, and then Fedorov from Kuzma and Salminen to make it 4-0 heading to the second period where there is no scoring for us, but they get a goal from Matthias Vick to make it 4-1, and that is all the scoring in the game, and we're up 3-2 in the series. All right, come on, Arizona. Big elimination game 6 here. There it is. Cameron Kuzma with the goal from Fedorov makes it 1-0. 2-0 Adam Salminen from Eriksson and Ritchie. But there's a goal for Seattle. Jackson Jacobson makes it 2-1. And now it's 2-2. Ron Ferris with the goal. And we are not even out of the first period yet. And we are already at 2-2. And we're heading to the second period, tied at 2. There it is. Nicholas Eriksson with the goal from Kuzma and Rudolph to make it 3-2. At 4-2, Daxon Rudolph from Burz Callens and Stenberg. And there was a goal with 2 seconds left in the period from Jagger Furcus from Fedorov and Kuzma to make it 5-2. And now heading to the third period with a now 4-goal lead with a goal by Nicholas Christensen from Stenberg and Manka. And we seem to have this one all wrapped up here. Just finish it off. There you go. Jagger Furcus with another goal to make it 7-2 from Kuzma and Sather. And that should be all she wrote. Vilmer Ulrichsen with the goal to make it 8-2, just for good measure, from Eriksson and Veilleux. And not quite, we're not quite done yet. A goal by Daxon Rudolph from Christensen and Stenberg to make it the 9-2 victory. What a game and what a series for your Arizona Coyotes. We are moving on to round number 2. Shots of 46-36 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Kuzma, Rudolph, and Eriksson. And in round number 2, we'll be facing the Dallas Stars. They were 48 29-5 on the regular season. So let's get right into it. Round number 2, game number 1 against Dallas will be a 1-0 Arizona victory. Thank you, William Lassell. Shots are 37-29 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game: Lassell, Laxonen, and Berger. Of course, the 2 goaltenders had to get the stars of the game there. First period, no scoring. Second period, Jagger Firkus with the lone goal of the game from Kuzma makes it the 1-0 victory. And obviously no scoring in the third. Game number 2 will be a 3-2 Arizona victory. Yes, let's go. Shots are 40-27 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game: Allen with the 2-assist game, Hughes and Kuzma. First period, you have Nicholas Eriksson with the goal to get things started from Richie and Allen. Then you have Skook and Hughes with goals for Dallas to make it 2-1. But then Kuzma before the end of the period from Fedorov and Allen to make it 2-2. No scoring in the second, and in the third you have Fedorov with the game-winning goal from Kuzma and Firkus to make it the 3-2 victory. So here we go, headed to Dallas for game number 3. We're up 2-0 in the series, and we are now up 3-0 in the series. Shots are 50-19 in favor of Arizona Coyotes. 3 stars of the game: Stenberg, Berger, and Sather. First period, you have Sather scoring first from Salminen and Fox to make it 1-0. Then you have Kasper Nassane. I believe he was a former player of ours there. Yes, indeed. He is from year number 1, as we did have him for a brief time there. Second period, you have Callum Hughes with the goal to make it 2-1 Dallas. But then in the third, you have Brady Cleveland from Nicholas Christensen and Ivor Stenberg. And then Daxon Rudolph from Nicholas Christensen and Ivor Stenberg to make it the 3-2 Arizona victory. We're up 3-0 in the series, and unfortunately, Jagger Firkus out with an injury. That's not good. He is out for 1 to 2 weeks, so could have been worse, I suppose, but still, that is not good to lose him for any amount of time. So onto the injury list he goes. Here we go. Game number 4, elimination game. Come on, boys. Finish the series off. There you go. Rhett Sather from Christensen and Salminen to make it 1-0. And there's a goal for Jonas Sivertson from Dallas to make it 1-1. Early in the second period, and there's another goal for Sivertson to make it 2-1. 3-1 Berger with the goal. 4-1. Oh man, Callum Hughes, they really opened up there in the second period, as Vilmer Ulrichsen with the goal to make it 4-2. Come on, Arizona, get it done here in the third. There you go. Keenan Fox with the unassisted goal. Do we have another in us? Do we have another in us? Nope, unfortunately not. It is a 4-3 win for the Dallas Stars as they live another day. Shots at 38-26 in favor of your Arizona Coyotes. 3 stars of the game: Misek, Ulrichsen, and Sivertson. All right, here we go. Elimination game number 5. Let's not give them anything more here. There you go. Steven Manka with the goal to start things out from Burgess Collins and Sather. And a major injury for Timothy Leroux with a first-degree MCL sprain. That is for them. And there you go. Rudolph's Burgess Collins with the goal to make it 2-0 with the assist from Fox and Allen. And we have 16 shots to 3 currently at the end of the first period. So let's keep that going in the second here. And it looks like they caught up in the shots department in that period, as we are now at 20-18. No goals in that period, though, and that favors us at the moment. So, you know, I'll take it. Oh, but there's a goal by Kasper Nassane, the former Arizona Coyote. But there's a goal for Rhett Sather with his third of the playoffs from Christensen and Manka to make it 3-1. And will that be it? Will that be it? Nope, not quite. Xavier Veilleux with the goal with 4 seconds remaining from Allen and Christensen, and we move on to the third round for the first time in this franchise mode. So we finally moved past the second round, but we're not done yet. We're not even close to done. Shot to 30-28 in favor of Dallas this time, but of course we won the game. 3 stars of the game are Sather, Burst Collins, and Allen. And the third round, we have the Vegas Golden Knights, who were 49-31-2 on the regular season. So let's get right into it. Game number 1 will be a 4-3 Arizona victory. Shots of 45-35 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game are Stenberg, Newtonen, and Salminen. First period, you have Kuzma from Eriksson and Rudolph to make it 1-0. Second period, you have Christensen from Stenberg and Salminen. And then you have Manka from Stenberg and Rudolph to make it 3-0. Then heading into the third period, you have Kochman and Newtonen for Vegas to make it 3-2. Stenberg with the goal from Salminen to make it 4-2. Then Lucas Raymond with the goal later on to make it interesting at 4-3, but Vegas did not put up enough as we take a 1-0 series lead. And game number 2 will be a 5-2 Arizona victory. Shots are 40-31 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game: Salminen, Stenberg, and Sather. First period, you have Sather from Stenberg and Salminen, makes it 1-0. Tanner Porth with the goal for Vegas to make it 1-1. Callum Ritchie with the goal from Rudolph to make it 2-1. Then Lucas Raymond with the goal for Vegas to make it 2-2. Second period, you have Eriksson on the power play from Rudolph and Stenberg. And then Fox from Salminen to make it 4-2. And then in the third period, you have Salminen with the empty net from Manka and Allen to make it 5-2. All right, game number 3 will be a 3-2 Arizona victory. Shots at 43-34 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Manka, Murray, and Christensen. First period, you have Ribalco scoring for Vegas with the first goal of the game. Then you have Stenberg on the power play from Salminen and Manka to make it 1-1. Second period, no scoring. Third period, Rhett Saylor with the goal from Manka and Alriksson to make it 2-1. And then Elias Nab with the goal for Vegas to make it 2-2 as we head into overtime where Cameron Kuzma gets the game-winning goal from Christensen and Veilleux as we take a 3-0 lead in the series once again. Here we go. Elimination game 4. Come on, boys. Get it done. There you go. Nicholas Eriksson with the goal from Veilleux and Rudolph. Not going to get excited yet. Injury for Caleb Denoya. It looks like he joined the Vegas Golden Knights over the offseason. As there's a goal for Callum Ritchie from Christensen and Cleveland. Makes it 2-0. Let's go. All right, second period time. Goal for Nikolai Voinov from Vegas. Makes it 2-1. But there's a goal by Scuderi from Ritchie and Manka to make it 3-1. But there's another goal by Voinov for a 2-goal game for him to make it 3-2, but we're still up by 1 as there's a goal by Christensen from Stenberg and Sather, makes it 4-2 heading into the third period. Come on, there you go. Cameron Kuzma from Fedorov and Sather makes it 5-2. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, indeed. We are off to the Stanley Cup Finals. That is what you like to see. Very good, Arizona. Very good. Shots at 37-32 in favor of Vegas. 3 stars a game, Christensen, Sather, and Ritchie. And we will be facing the Columbus Blue Jackets in the Stanley Cup Finals. They went 50, 27, and 5 during the regular season. All right, here we go. Game 1 against Columbus. We have Jagger Firkus back in the lineup, and we're coming off a sweep from the previous series. So you know what? We have a good deal of momentum right now. Let's carry it into this game number 1 against Columbus. And that will be a 3-2 Columbus victory, unfortunately. Shots at 35-27 in favor of your Arizona Coyotes. So that's something to take away from this. 3 stars of the game are Nemetz, Firkus, and Retkopf. First period, you have Adam Nemetz with the goal to make it 1-0 in favor of Columbus. And then you have Repkov with the goal to make it 2-0 for Columbus. But then in the third period, you have Manka with the goal from Christensen and Salminen. And then Pettersson for Columbus to make it 3-1. Cameron Kuzma with the goal from Ferguson Sather to make it 3-2. But unfortunately, we did not get enough there as Columbus takes a 1-0 series lead. And game number 2 will be a 4-3 Arizona victory. There you go. Shots at 38-33 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Sather, Spring, and Firkus. First period, you have Maka with the power play goal from Firkus and Sather. Second period, you have Fantilli and Pettersson with the goals for Columbus to put them up 2-1. But then Stenberg with the goal from Christensen and Sather to make it 2-2. And the third, you have Novotny with the goal for Columbus to put them up 3-2. But then Christensen from Allen makes it 3-3. And in overtime, Viktor Fedorov with the goal from Kuzma and Firkus to give us a 1-1 series tie. All right, come on. Game number 3 will be a 2-0 Columbus victory. Ouch. Shots at 37-36 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Stewart, Firkus, and Johnson. First period, no scoring. Second period, Adam Nemetz with the goal to make it 1-0. And then Cody Columbus in the third period to give Columbus the 2-0 victory and the 2-1 series lead. Cody Columbus on Columbus. That's fantastic. All right, here we go. Game number 4. Come on, Arizona. Yeah, 5-1 victory in game number 4 to make it a 2-2 series. Shots at 29-26 in favor of Arizona. 3 stars of the game, Ulrichsen, Ritchie, and Rudolph. First period, you have Rudolph with the goal from Ritchie and Ulrichsen to make it 1-0. Then you have Adam Nemetz with the goal to make it 1-1. And then Nicholas Eriksson before the period ends from Ulrichsen to make it 2-1. Then in the second period, you have Ulrichsen from Ritchie and Salminen, and then Salminen on the power play from Manka and Stenberg to make it 4-1, and then Stenberg in the third for good measure from Rudolph to make it a 5-1 victory. All right, come on, boys. Big game number 5. Probably the biggest game number 5 you'll ever play. Come on. Yes, the 4-1 victory for your Arizona Coyotes. Shots at 39-23 in favor of your Arizona Coyotes. 3 stars of the game, Veilleux, Rudolph, and Kuzma. First period, no scoring. Second period, a goal for Fantilli to make it 1-0. But then in the third, it's all Arizona. Firkus from Kuzma, Rudolph from Kuzma and Veilleux, Ulrichsen from Veilleux and Ritchie, and then Maka on the empty net from Stenberg makes it the 4-1 victory. We are up 3-2 in this series. One more win. Just one more win. Come on, boys. Get it done here in game number 6. Elimination game number 6. Yes, there it is. Viktor Fedorov from Christensen makes it 1-0. Off to a good start. There it is. Rudolph's burst columns make it 2-0 from Christensen and Fedorov. Strong second period. Strong second period. Yes, Victor Fedorov from Rudolph and Burns-Collins make it 3-0. 4-0, Dryden Allen with his first goal of the playoffs from Manka and Stenberg. 5-0, Adam Salminen from Richie and Eriksson, and we're looking pretty good. Cameron Kuzma with the 6th goal of the game from Fedorov and Christensen, and this game appears to be all but ours here. Yup, there's 7-0, Roger McQueen from Burns-Collins and Sather. There's 7-1 for so we don't get the shutout, unfortunately, but you know what? All right, they're not getting 7 in the third period. There's no way. All right, there you go. Nicholas Christensen from Maka and Salminen makes it 8-2, and there's a slashing penalty. Foster Beardle with the goal, and that is all she wrote. Your Arizona Coyotes are finally the Stanley Cup champions. Let's go. Shots of 31-30 in favor of Columbus, but it doesn't matter. We won the Stanley Cup. 3 stars of the game: Fedorov, Christensen, and Burns-Collins. Wow. After so many years of uncertainty and inconsistency, we finally get it done. Not only during the regular season, but in the playoffs as well. So we win the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup. And I think that honestly might be a good way to end it off. Just go out on top, you know. And William Lassell gets 300 wins. Obviously, those are all regular season, but still definitely the most successful goaltender in Arizona franchise history. And obviously, if we're continuing this franchise past this year, which I kind of doubt, to be honest, because, you know, we've got the issue with the draft not being very good. And then you have all these contracts that are coming up. And of course, not to mention you have FHM 11 coming out soon. So I think it would be for the best to just end the series off here with this video. You know, just go out while we're on top. Let the next GM figure out what to do next. So overall, this series was very hectic, very uncertain, but in the end, we did pull it off. So, you know, I hope I did you Arizona fans well. So this is the roster that did it. Lassell, Christensen, Sather, Salminen, Rudolph, Stenberg, Furcus, Veilleux, Maka, Kuzma, Fedorov, Eriksson, Cleveland, Richie, Gully, Burns-Collins, Ulrichsen, Fox, Scuderi, Ostracek, Allen, McQueen, Kipfer, and no one on the injury list, miraculously. So what I usually like to do at the end of every GM mode is retire a number of the most valuable players that we've had throughout the GM mode. And I think I would give that honor to 2 players. I would give that honor to 2 players here this time, but that's not going to be till the very end of the video. So before that, we're going to check the playoff stats and see who did what. Stenberg with 22 points in 21 games played. He was phenomenal all year long, so that doesn't surprise me. Kuzma with 20 points, and then Christensen with 20 points as well. He's clutch. Very good defensively. Hopefully he wins the, what's it called? The Selkie this year again. And you have Salminen with 17, Rudolph and Sather with 16, Manka with 15, Fedorov with 14, Richie with 12, Eriksson and Furcus with 11, Veilleux and Allen with 8, 7 for Ulrichsen, 6 for Burns-Collins, Fox with 4, Cleveland with 2, McQueen with 2, and Scuderi with 2 as well. And then a goal, you have William Lassell in 21 games played with a .924 save percentage. He was solid when he needed to be. And then Ostracek with the .929 in 2 games played, or well, less than 2 games played, I would say 39 minutes over the course of 2 games. So he got in there when he needed to. And there it is. Your 2036-37 Stanley Cup champions are your Arizona Coyotes. This is their first championship in franchise history, and the Stanley Cup winning goal scored by Dryden Allen. We went through Seattle in 6, Dallas in 5, Vegas in 4, and Columbus in 6. And time for the awards ceremony. For the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Maurice Richard, it is Julian Richardson of the New York Islanders. Put up 51 goals, 56 assists, and 107 points. For the Lady Byng, you have Marshall Hollick of Carolina. For the Bill Masterton, you have Connor McDavid, still in the league at 40 years of age. He is still killing with 89 points this year. Wow. Mark Messier Leadership Award goes to Connor Bedard, and William Lassell with the Jennings Trophy. Very nice. For the heart between Mason St. Louis, Julian Richardson, and Connor Bedard, it is Julian Richardson with 107 points in 82 games played. For the Conn Smythe, it is Adam Salminen with 17 points in 21 games played. Okay, I mean, that could have gone to a handful of players, to be honest. That could have gone to Stenberg, Kuzma, Christensen, Salminen, who won it, and then, of course, William Lassell, who put up a .924 save percentage. So good for Salminen there. For the call between Austin Zumak, Aaron Nelson, and Boyd Shelton, it is Austin Zumak of Pittsburgh, 49 points in 80 games played. For the North, between Rhett Sather, Artem Levshunov, and Samuel Lee Jacobson. Come on, Sather. Oh, Artem Levshunov with the Norse with 73 points in 82 games played. How many points did Sather have again? Was it like 70? It was 73. Jeez, it must have been so close on the voting there. For the Selkie between Nicholas Christensen, Drew Costello, and Tobias Gerber. Come on, Christensen. There it is. Nicholas Christensen with the Selkie with 60 points in 82 games played. For the Vezina between Benjamin Johnson or Janssen and then Michael Rabel and Trey Augustine. It is Trey Augustine of Detroit with a 930 save percentage and 7 shutouts in 66 games played. For the Executive of the Year between Chris Drury, yours truly, and Bill Scott. Come on. Chris Drury wins. Snubbed. And for the Jack Adams between Spencer Carberry, Brad Larson, and Jay Leach. Come on, Larson. All right, at least Brad Larson won the Jack Adams. Well deserved. Very, very much well deserved for the performance that we put in this season. I will certainly take it. And you know what? We got the best trophy of all, so I'm not complaining either way. And here's our final season summary for the 2036-37 season. We're not manager of the year, unfortunately. We got every other positive category, no negative categories, obviously. Longevity bonus of 7, total season score of 53, and a final career score of 213, 10 available points. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter because we're done with the save file anyway, but I'll just put that into motivation and player management. And now it is time to retire the numbers of, I'm going to say, 2 players. The first being the obvious one, William LaSalle. He was phenomenal for the most parts. Obviously, he did have a couple of rough seasons there with that 906 and that 904. But for the most part, William LaSalle was phenomenal. And that, of course, extended into these playoffs where he had a 924 save percentage in 21 games played to win us the Stanley Cup. And he was just overall very solid. Didn't really give me too much reason to worry about him. I mean, obviously, he was the type of goalie who would have a cold start, but then he would, for the most part, bounce back, with the exception of those 2 seasons there. And obviously, those were both the seasons where Marco Sturm was hired and then fired. And then that one season in between there, he just kind of carried the team on his back. So William LaSalle definitely getting his number 1 retired. And then I would say the other has to be Ivor Stenberg. I mean, he started out his career, looking like he was going to be a solid 40, 50 point scorer, and I would have been okay with that. But he just kept going. And it's not like he's in his growth development stage at this point either. He's 29, keep in mind. It's not like he's all that young anymore compared to the younger players in the league. And this is his first 100-point season. He went 12 points, 37, 34, 48, 63, 72, 84, 102. He got better every season, and he was just such a key player from that point forward. Basically from this year onward, from 2033 onward, he was so key in our success, and obviously he played a huge part this year. So that's why I think we got to retire his number 68 here in Arizona. So there you go. William LaSalle, number 1, retired. I know they're not technically retired, but this is what I do at the end of every series, all right? So just bear with me. And then you have Ivor Stenberg, number 68, retired. There we go. That'll just about do it for this series with the Arizona Coyotes. And once again, I hope I did all you Arizona fans proud. And I'll see you guys in FHM 11.